Deck's really consistent, which is not that easy to stop. There's not that much graveyard hate right now. And
that seems like a lie, but
well, I mean, the graveyard hate, there's a lot of extra pitch, and
that doesn't matter. Well, it could matter.
Well, all the good people that were playing Dark Depths had ley lines.
Yeah, they did have ley lines. Well, you board in Maelstrom Impulses there. That
Right.
kind of sucks, but you have all kinds of hate for them. Like the Ingot Chewers and Fulminator Mages can't be countered by Muddle.
All right, so now everyone's looking at the deck, so we're going to go through the deck for everyone. We have 3 Living Ends, the mainstay of the deck, 4 Violent Outbursts, 4 Demonic Dread, 2 Night of Souls Betrayal, 4 Fulminator Mage. Is that 4?
4 Jungle Weaver.
4 Jungle Weaver. We're maxing out on the Jungle Weavers. We got 4, I don't know the name of the...
Valley Rennet.
Valley Rennet.
Yeah, like 4 looks like a Minotaur throwing a rock.
4 Deadshot Minotaur, 4 Monstrous Carabid, 4 Street Wraith, 4 Ingot Chewer, and then we have 19 land. We got 3 Swamps, 2 Forests, 3 Mountain, 4 Verdant Catacombs,
4 Red Fetch, and then
4, so 2 are Arid Mesa, 2 Scald Tarn, and then 1 Overgrown Tomb, 1 Blood Crypt, and 1 Stomping Grounds.
Yeah, I think that the deck's pretty good because no one really tests against it or thinks it's good. And it's actually pretty good. I don't think it's incredible. I think it's pretty good. It's definitely good against Zoo. There are a lot of ways you can go with it. Like, there are a lot of stuff you can cut. You can put Shriek Maws in. You can take out Night of Souls Betrayal, play Blood Moon, Thought Hemorrhage, whatever hate card. Yeah, like they need to disrupt you, and you have lots of disruption, and you have an aggro backup plan.
We got a few questions here. Ben Lundquist wants to know why you don't run Forbidden Orchard for like the combo with Demonic Dread.
I did, but there are usually creatures in play. Like the 1/1's pretty bad when you're not comboing off, and a lot of the time you don't combo off. You never resolve living end past sideboard.
Seems like a lot of times you're using all your mana in the cycle, and you don't want to be giving them 1/1s when you're doing that. So. And then why don't you sideboard Blood Moon?
Maybe you should. I don't like Blood Moon personally.
A turn 3 Blood Moon isn't really the most exciting play anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's kind of slow against Zoo because you need to be wrathing them anyway. And I'd play it for depths, but Night of Souls Betrayal is also good against Elves and Fae, supposedly. So it's kind of a judgment call.
So why 4 Jungle Weaver? Is it that you wanted more actual cyclers that drew cards instead of usually you see like the Igneous Pouncers into this?
Yeah, I just like you want to be drawing a lot of cards and cycling, and a 5/6 reach is just huge in this format.
And dies to Night of Souls Betrayal.
Yeah, Igneous Pouncer dies to Night of Souls Betrayal, and a Hex Mage dies to everything. Down, lost.
Okay, let's look at we're doing a Good Decks Live here. Good Decks Live.
I didn't know you were doing one. I'm sorry.
We're doing one. Come on.
Go ahead.
There was another question that was like kind of obvious. Like, what are the advantages of Living End instead of Hypergenesis?
Like you draw your Ingot Chewers and your Fulminator Mages and your Shriek Maws because you have so many cyclers. So you're guaranteed to draw answer cards, and you get the awesome late game of this deck. Like Hypergenesis does nothing if it's countered, but
you have a plan B.
Yeah. Yeah, like Street Wraith, the Swamp Block, beat Cedric, playing Dredge with that. Jungle Weaver blocks Siona.
Did you win, by the way?
And the deck is a great late game because of all the thinning. You get down to like 6 lands left in your deck with 40 cards, or 30 cards, or whatever. And you just always draw gas because you just stop cycling after a while.
Alright, so let's look at your sideboard a little bit. I see, is that 4 Shriek Maw? Is that like 3 and then 1 like 401 or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 4 Shriek Maw, 3 Maelstrom Pulse, that's a good card. Okay, there's 3 cards there, I can't tell what they are.
3 Kitchen Finks.
3 Kitchen Finks, 1 Yixlet Jailer, 3 Thought Hemorrhage, and 1 more Night of Souls Betrayal.
Yeah, the sideboard is really flexible. You just bring in most of those cards all the time. Yeah, like yesterday, a couple matches, I just sideboarded out Living End, Violent Outburst, and Dread Return because I didn't feel like it. And it's not always the best because, like again, I did that against Blue White All Thopters because that's hard to resolve, and like you've got all kinds of stuff they can't deal with. It's just the sideboard is really good for winning games without playing Night of Souls Betrayal. Or without playing Living End, sorry.
Now, when I played the deck, I would always just attack with Monstrous Carapace for the win.
Yeah.
Like, I would never get to cast Living End.
Well, that's the plan A.
I just cycle until I get 5 land and then start attacking with 4 forests.
Yeah.
But I'm not lucky at all. All right, so what are some of the good matchups? What are the bad matchups, and how you sideboard?
It's pretty good against Zoo. It's okay against Dark Depths because they can't counter Fulminator Mage or Ingature, which I said. It's pretty good against all the creature decks, anything slow. It's bad against anything really fast that doesn't use creatures. Like, Burn is horrible. Dredge is probably bad. I've played it twice and won, but it seems awful. Fae can be hard, but it's easy to overload them if you draw Violent Outburst and Demonic Dread because they're kind of land light for some reason. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the sideboarding is pretty easy and intuitive because you can usually tell, like Fulminator Mage, Night of Souls Betrayal, Ingature, sometimes bad. Like, you can take out some number of Dread Returns, sometimes Street Wraith because that's the weakest cycler in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. Like 2 mana isn't that much to cycle. 2 life seems like more. Because, especially post-sideboard, it comes down to actually bashing with creatures, so life is pretty important. And you don't need to be that fast, so I like Jungle Weaver more post-sideboard.
Another question is, what do you think about Bloodbraid Elf in the deck?
I kind of like it. You could take out Night of Souls Betrayal for it. It's kind of random because you hit, Fulminator Mage or the thing.
Yeah.
I don't like randomness.
I agree, but I mean, hitting a Fulminator with it isn't like that bad. Like, Fulminator seems awesome in every deck extended. So, but yeah, it's definitely terrible. Like, I was playing Cascade Swans or whatever, and it's like the same type of thing where you're like, please hit a Swans, like, and then you have to just try and do it, otherwise you lose, and you lose anyway. But MJ considered it, Michael Jacob, because he wanted a backup plan.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it would be good post sideboard. You just plop a Kitchen Finks or Maelstrom Pulse of it.
Yep. So against Cedric, you took out all the living ends and just had the one jailer?
Yeah. The one Yixel Jailer is just a throwaway to Dredge. I figure I can board 1 card and then I have a chance.
Cedric's sitting with us right now.
Do you hear yourself?
Like, it's possible
Did
they
you
have
bring
no
a Dark
dark
Blast or no?
No.
Yeah, they don't see it coming. Maybe they have 2 Echoing Truths or something.
Nope.
You just did
And then you just cast all your Violent Outbursts and Demonic Dredges as, like,
Yeah, they
spells.
pretty much have to hardcast Dread Return on Iona pretty quickly.
It's funny because that's the plan I was playing that whole game when you played it. Like when you cast Get Into It, I didn't care at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, normally it would be good for like the normal plan that I'd be doing, but just that particular game, it wasn't the avenue I was going. It was kind of strange.
That is time. GP time. Active player finishes turn. Begin the first of 5.
All right, well, it's back on us. We can talk. Do we have more comments in the chat room? Everyone loving Living Death?
I guess
Cedric loves it.
A lot of these guys seem pretty skeptical, like asking you.
It's Living Death and a bunch of shard block comments. I mean,
it's cheap.
Yeah, people were asking like why you play Deadshot Minotaur. It's like it cycles. It's awesome.
cycles
It's
for
1
one.
mana.
What about playing Architects of Will and like 1 blue source? Or maybe, you could cycle it off of black also.
I had it in the very first draft, but it dies to Ingature, which comes up.
Yeah, I guess you cast Living End, your guy just dies.
Yeah, but you still get the Fate Seal them or like screw the draw and fill your graveyard again for the next Living End.
Another thing I like about the deck is the shell is just really flexible to sideboarding strategies. Like, if you're worried about burn, you just put 3 Nourish in the sideboard and cut Living End, put in Finks after sideboard, and you play. Nourish. You gain 18 life every game.
Yeah.
If you're really worried about Scape Shift, you can put like you can put a Steam Vent and 3 Glimpse the Unthinkable on the board. Cut Living End for those, and you
just try and get all their.
Yeah, you just mill them out. You have 11 glimpses.
You just thought of it all, haven't you?
Yeah.
I guarantee, like at one point, all these cards have been in your board. You're just like, ooh, transformation sideboard.
You just one of each one, and then you just hit it off of the cascade.
And then this sideboard is boring. You talk about all these transformational sideboards, and then all you have is the jailer.
Yeah, this one's pretty generic, but it works pretty well because it's a pretty varied field.
What'd you lose to last round?
Combo Elves.
Oh, sure. Good or bad
lost to
matchup?
Matthew Nass.
I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. I think it's pretty even because he's pretty fast, but all 3 games I had Net of Soul's Betrayal, but it turns out